Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play of the game Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We're going to continue with the King's Gambit. I have already acquired the letter and the, everything that I need to be the waiter. And all I have to do is to talk to this guy and start the quest.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got to wait a tube. It's a good do you know
We
what?
already had this conversation.
I
Let's
know
start.
everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
So I'm no longer going to have my torch. Great. Okay. I am supposed to stand in a corner, wait for people to ask me stuff.
Hey, waiter, pour me some the town reserve have worse weapons than any
Who asked me something?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I apologize, sir. That the bandits who freed Hinnick, the dry devil, used
Are you
that
deaf?
thing. That Hackenbücher.
Take this.
Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the
Was
one
this
who should know
guy
where
who
they got
wanted
them,
it?
since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Good, sir.
All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what
Sigismund is not here yet.
Schwierigkeiten this is. The dry devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing
I
down
fancy
and
some
you want
Tokai.
to defend yourselves
Refill, boy.
with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you
It's
want to
okay.
fight? Exactly.
I apologize, sir.
Merciful King Sigismund
Which one?
providing us with
Tokai.
protection.
White.
Der
Are you
König
deaf?
and his army will not be here forever.
Okay. Tokai is
Shut
white.
up.
Remember
The
this.
king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and
sir.
we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris.
Well,
But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as
Hey,
well.
waiter, pour me
Maybe
some
if
monastery
he waived
wine.
some of the taxes.
The
Who said
king
that?
fears that this town will
I
rise
apologize,
against
sir.
him. He'll
Which
take
one?
the arming of the city's militia as a
Monastery
preparation for war.
That one.
So you suggest we just
Okay.
wait with arms crossed for
You know, the reason I keep asking them again
havoc all around?
is to find out who actually asked me in the
Always
first
ask
place
king
for the
to bring
wine.
order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid
Sir?
I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait
Well,
and see
thank
what
the
His
Lord.
Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
Is that rat bastard?
Baths or brothels?
Hey, youngster! Some red!
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be.
Sir?
The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, General.
Oh, he said that I shouldn't give Adam any drinks. Oh my god, I forgot. That's Adam.
She's
Right.
a protege of Maresh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand, not soft, feminine fingers.
A moment
You there,
ago, you
a
were
word.
complaining there
More
weren't
wine,
enough
Master
baths.
Bailiff.
I have enough
we
wine.
support her?
Come
Something
closer.
like this is better handled by trustworthy people.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Okay.
Where can I find this goblet?
Use your eyes and come right back with
Wishes to punish the wickedness.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Keeping the city clean is important. But we
arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing
There's a
about the same
goblet.
thing.
Not at all.
Stolen cup.
Finally admit that it looks
Nice.
frightful. We wouldn't have to keep coming
Whose
back to
silver
it.
might this be?
Is there anything else I can steal?
Do you ever walk the streets here?
Groschen.
Sewage, rats, slop,
Good.
rubbish.
The least we can do for the citizens
Anything
is provide
else?
them with a place to wash up.
What nonsense! Next, you'll want
Let's see.
me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Rome Mars is earth.
Okay, I hope that I don't get into trouble because of what I just stole right now.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
So, did you find it?
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. That's it. And now go back to your job.
I got word that Ruttard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way. At least until His Majesty honors us with his visit.
pour me red
And as
wine.
we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
That's
He
one
can
right
hate
there.
all he wants,
Okay.
as long as he does no damage.
Take the red.
Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure.
Monastery wine. Here.
Horseshit!
There you go.
Full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself. Me? I beg your pardon.
Why did I give him
I
wine?
demand that you...
Cup of monastery wine. Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Ruttard incident. You were there, weren't you?
I apologize, sir. Which one?
Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's
Yeah, monastery was the
My
red one.
ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Ruttard? Besides, if his men attacked yours,
Here you
as
go.
I've heard, then we have a
Sir?
good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I
How
don't
much
like
longer do I
Ruttard,
have to
true,
wait
but in this case,
for
it
Sigismund to
really
show
was
up?
nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Ruttard will cause any trouble. He is sensible
You there,
enough
lad.
not to draw attention
cup of
to
bread.
himself while the
And
king...
don't you skimp on me.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first.
Monastery wine.
Sir?
Here.
If nothing happens,
There you go.
there's no point in dwelling on it.
Well,
Let's
thanks
move
for
on.
I hope you choke on it.
Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling
How
us
much
the
wine is
truth?
there in this one container?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Ruttard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Ruttard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts.
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If you really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of dueling.
It's talking
Not
about
only
me.
barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting school brought this custom to
Hey,
us.
boy,
It's
a
now
full
run
cup
by
of
the
monastery
German
wine.
Menhard. Who knows who
Sure.
that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker.
Enjoy it
act
while
like
you
you've
can,
never
you
been able
idiot.
to fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof. We're not some old fishwives on the market.
Vanish! You hear me?
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences
As you wish,
are punished by the bailiff.
Sir Ulrich.
And that's that.
Go!
There are
I
more
want to see
pressing
you
matters to
again.
deal with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their
Everything
own
in
way.
order?
We'll
Not
soon
quite,
be the laughing
but I
stock
think
of
you
the
might be
whole
able to
town.
help me. Come here.
You can rest assured the whole town.
What can I help
What do you want?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
All right. I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored. And because I told you.
How many fingers on the mural have wings? That's a lot of fingers, man. What does it mean, how many fingers on the murals have wings? First, let's take this.
Enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
The winged figures. Winged figures, not fingers. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Down here nobody has wings, right? 11, 12. I think it should be 12.
So, let's see what you've got.
Found your gloves, sir.
Really? And did you count those wings?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh. I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving what?
Okay.
The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to make a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more
Monastery
craftsmen,
wine.
start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen
This is so mindless, man. I'm waiting for some action to happen.
here come late,
Here you
or
go.
report sick, and if they do come, their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a waste of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam,
shut
don't
up.
interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Endelin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on?
Okay.
Are
And
the
a full
experts
cup.
from far off supposed to work in the city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do you?
Sir?
What would that be?
Here you go.
Like, for instance, that you'd
Good.
like to have
I spilled a lot of
water
it.
there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend.
The
Your
cats in
place
our
is at
neighborhood are
least
really
2
not
steps
having
behind
fun.
mine.
A swordsmith
Based on the
dares
noises they're
to
making.
insult me? Ha! I think
Or
not.
maybe they are having more fun than I
Excuse
do.
me. You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
A cup of red.
How dare you?
And don't you skimp on
I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army.
Sir?
If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of
Thank
ne'er-do-wells
you.
from the alehouse on Hopring.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Finally. Where the hell is Sigismund?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. No, I doubt it.
No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Oh shit. Why do I have a stress? This is Sigismund? He looks like a tool. Oh. He knows my face. Gotta be careful, man. Well, Bergov knows my face too. Gotta be really careful. Why does he look so sour? You want wine? Come on, Henry, go on. Keep your head down. Do not stare, you idiot. Just pour the damn wine. Don't look at him.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
I look like an imbecile.
Like this band of fives!
Alright. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Now it is getting interesting. What the hell? I was waiting to see what will happen there. Come on. Such a disappointment. Am I gonna play as Godwin again? Yeah, I suspected as much. I kinda missed you, old man.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock. And you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a minute. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Well, I know that, but still smells.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Well, I believe that Godwin does the same thing while being a priest.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches,
and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests. Eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that
His
case,
father is still
sound
alive?
out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Why does this quest have to be this boring? After so many interesting quests and even side quests, now I just have to talk and listen to people and fetch wine. Samuel. Huh. What are you doing here, Samuel?
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a
Really?
bit of a hothead too.
He's really nothing like me.
Messenger of Radzig Copula.
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
No, we did not.
Maybe you'll get to know each other better. He should be coming here later, by the way. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, but instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
Are we brothers?
And that was all for the best.
Really?
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that,
Zayde?
there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
Well, it's not like Godwin to turn down drink. So, he's our, what, stepbrother or something? Interesting. More boring and mind-numbing conversations, right? Oh, the French guy.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, the last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malachov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs
Something tells me that he's a spy.
What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintances in a court that I escaped execution.
Oh? I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Malachov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted, but they never broke my spirit.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant
I
fellow.
love Godwin.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
He is full of shit. Can I go back to Henry now?
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary. And here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
Such a coward.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or
Where's Hanish
with
going?
nothing?
I don't like this dude.
Friends! We'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
You know, I just remembered that I haven't seen Catherine for a while. Did I have to go and
Just as
see her?
expected. Good health, and to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Was that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
It depends what it's all about.
A little delicate diplomacy. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by events there. For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths, and also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome, because it would mean slow but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
I'm falling asleep over here.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to...
Botchek of Kunstad.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will...
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers.
Anna of Waldstein.
Wenzel Bartosz. And I'm not surprised you forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a
male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Interesting. Okay.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck.
Success to our plan.
I have to talk to 3 more people. Isn't that charming? Oh, can't wait.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yod's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know Liechtenstein's behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans, but they wouldn't dream of stating them aloud. While it seems that Lord Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point.
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help?
Yeah, I guess let's try to praise her.
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on 2 fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason.
Do you have something in particular?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Should I steal something?
Haman Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Have you fallen out with the Town Councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from there are disappointed that I dared outlive my... And the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer court. Bring them to me, but watch yourself. Odoran's groom has eyes everywhere.
Okay. I'm quite drunk too. I'm overeating too. Okay. So, who else do I have to talk to? Conrad. I don't need to talk to Conrad. No. Where are the other guys?
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek.
Okay, I guess at first let's go take care of those papers. Should go outside for it. Should be careful that nobody sees me. Have I not been here before? No, I haven't. It looks kind of familiar though. Okay, I cannot just go in. I cannot leave this place either. Can I talk to him at least?
What bring? God bless.
Aren't you a bit bored?
What's your problem? The horses are fed.
God forbid. But standing around here,
not really.
Let's play some dice.
Well, alright. I'll wait at the table.
Go and wait. Good. He's gone now. Let's go in. So, where are those papers now? The papers are switched. Let's close this door so nobody understands what's happening. Should I play dice with the guy? Why not? We'll just play one round.
I'm seriously
There's no
curious
harm in
about
it.
that.
Bum, bum, bum. Good. Yeah. Should I go with this? 300. Yeah, score and pass.
God be with you, my friend. And with you.
300 isn't really much, but ain't too bad either.
That'll do me. Roll.
One.
God be with you.
Nothing. I could get 150 from this. No, let's just score and continue. Okay, let's score and continue. Let's push our luck.
I'd take it.
I'm gonna push my
Well,
luck.
that's no great loss.
Alright.
You didn't have much anyway.
I don't care. Just go on with it. Lucky bastard.
It's yours.
So, you are the winner of this game, aren't you? Why do I have to be so fucking unlucky every time? Once again.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
No. Alright, score and pass. I'm 400 behind, but... Yep.
Alright, that'll do.
Please bust. Yeah, it's just 3. Come on. Lucky bastard.
Here.
Okay, now he's gonna bust. You know, you pushed your luck. You didn't push your luck. Fucking
Like
lucky
this.
bastard. How is it? He really wants to bust, doesn't he?
Damn!
Shit!
What's wrong with you? You had the game in your feast, man. What the hell? Seriously. Yeah, I guess I'll go with this.
Alright, that'll do.
Please bust.
Good day.
Please bust now.
Damn, what's this?
Okay. This is my chance. Let's see. I have 2 5s. 2, 3, 4, 6. And I am the winner.
Good game, friend.
How the
money's
hell
yours.
did I win this game? I don't know. I had 50 on me. Now I'm still 50. I didn't win that much money. It's 9. What the hell was that? Alright, let's go back up. So, this dude here. Let me see the time. We have like 10 minutes or something. Let's talk to the guy.
To check your horses out. See?
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do. Well, we have a new...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more.
Is that our father? What a
I
jerk.
want to have a word with old...
Well, I'm having a word.
I'll talk to you later, Father.
You're in my home. So
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then.
What an ass.
What are you doing?
I came with a delegation from Sir...
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked. And then I find out he's settled in some back, but he took his boozing and whoring along with him. Lost everything.
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer court.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
Sure.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Little brother.
Room for us.
Alright, this is the part that I'm going to wrap this episode up. We'll continue with the duel in the next one. It was by far one of the most boring chapters in the game that we have seen and played. Well, you know, sometimes you have to do these political things, I guess. Alright guys, make sure you follow to the next one and I'll see you there. So take care and bye bye.